throw in for the BIS Dragons. Dragons are bringing the ball up the court. Ball movement, takes a shot, and it just skims the ball in the back. Ball for the BIS Dragons back. Inbound for BIS. We got a steal, and then it's a foul on number 4. Inbound for the Antwerp Griffins. Score is currently 8-14, and we are 3 minutes and 45 seconds into the second quarter. And they get it back. They almost lost the ball there. That's their shot, and they get it in. That is 10 points for the Antwerp Griffins. Okay, Bonn dribbling up the court again. And it's tipped and out of bounds. Last touch by the Antwerp Griffins. Bonn retains possession. Tight defense by the Antwerp Griffins, but they can get the pass. They find their teammate. Just short of the steal from the Antwerp Griffins. Dribbles into the paint. Does a pass. And now they're outside of the arc. Pass. Great ball movement over here, and also some great defense by. Throw. Okay, and the Antwerp Griffins are trying to get it in. Tight defense by the Bonn Dragons, but they can pass through. Dribbling around the defenders. Looking for a pass, and she finds her teammate, the open teammate. Oh, pump fake. And the floater is just short. And too much to the right. Rebound by the Bonn Dragons. It is a 2-on-1 for a quick transition. And it's blocked. A rejection by the Antwerp Griffins. And they're dribbling it up. Passing it around. Dribbling back and forth around the 3-point line. Trying to get past the defender. Triple threat position. Foul on the BIS Dragons, number 4. That will be 2 free throws coming up for the U14 Antwerp Griffins team. Getting it. First one's off. Getting too much to the right. Hopefully, maybe they can represent themselves. And it's still off to the right. Okay. Ball goes to the Antwerp Griffins. Goes to the Bonn BIS Dragons. I apologize. We have a timeout called by, I believe, the Antwerp Griffins. inbounds for the BIS Dragons. And they are dribbling it up. We have the Antwerp Griffins on the defensive end. Fumbling with the ball there. It passes to the paint. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Last touch by the BIS Dragons. And the Antwerp Griffins will gain possession and throw the ball in. Great ball movement by the Antwerp Griffins. Oh, it's blocked. Great offensive effort, but an even better defensive effort. Oh, and number 30 from the Antwerp Griffins goes down. She seems like she's alright though. Throw in for the Antwerp Griffins, foul by the Bonn BIS Dragons. Driving into the paint. Goes for a shot, it's blocked. Rebound by the Bonn Dragons. Antwerp playing that tight defense. Trying to force the 8-second call. And we have a little bit of a collision. And it's inbound for the BIS Dragons of Bonn, Germany. I believe that's a 2-pointer, and it is way long. And the Antwerp Griffins will be able to throw the ball in and dribble it up. He gets it, goes for the shot, and the layup is off. Gets the shot back, throws it back out from the 3-point line, trying to reset their offense a little bit, get recollected. Foul, and it's an and-one play by the Antwerp Griffins, number 30. So she got those 2 points down, and now she has a chance to make it a 3-point play at the line. Rebound by the Antwerp Griffins. And it's a steal by the Bonn Dragons. They're dribbling it up. Passing it out. The thing that I've been able to see is that a lot of the time they always pass it out to the 3-point line to try and recollect their defense and just calm themselves down a little bit. Steal by the Antwerp Griffins. And here we are. Fast break. Gives a pass. And the steal is once again coming from the Bonn Dragons, and it's another turnover for the Antwerp Griffins. Bonn Dragons have 3 team fouls, while the Antwerp Griffins have none. Layup, and it's off. Gets the rebound, fighting, and inbounds for the Bonn Dragons. Last touch by the Griffins. They're trying to look for a pass, and they get it. Jump ball, and it goes back to the Bonn Dragons. Trying to get a pass off, and they do, and it is way short. Another jump ball. This time it goes to the Antwerp Griffins for the U14 team. Antwerp is dribbling the ball up this court at the home of the Antwerp Akron Coliseum. Shot is off the front rim and out. Rebound, and then they keep the ball alive. Chance at some second chance points. Pass, it's tipped, and she gets it back. Nice save by the Antwerp Griffins. Shoots, the shot is good! And she will get the elbow jumper out from outside of the key, bouncing off the rim and goes in. Bonn is really looking for some points here. The Antwerp Griffins haven't allowed a single point in the second quarter, while the Bonn team has allowed about 6 to 8 points. Throw in for the Antwerp Griffins. And the Antwerp Griffins are getting the ball back. And it's another jump ball. Now this time the ball will go to the BIS Dragons. Two seconds left. One gets the shot, and it is all. And that is the first half of the U14 girls basketball match. U14 girls of Antwerp Griffins versus Bonn Dragons. We will see you at halftime.
That's more viewers than I've gotten for anything. Most of my grandparents, aunts, and uncles.
So, talking about the previous game of the U12 boys, Antwerp Griffins versus the BIS Dragons of Bonn, Germany. In the beginning, first quarter, it was a little bit of a rocky start for the Griffins, and there was some excellent offensive effort by the Bonn Dragons. However, in the second quarter, it stayed a little bit the same with the Griffins, with the Bonn Dragons letting their defense down a bit, and then the Antwerp Griffins were able to recognize that, and then they were able to get to improve their offensive effort. In the third and fourth quarter, it was really an even game. Great defensive and offensive efforts from both teams. And however, the Bonn Dragons were able to come out of it with a 6-point win against the U12 boys of Antwerp and the Griffins. And now about the game going on in the background from the U14 boys. There's a 7-point lead for the Bonn Dragons, 13-20. Antwerp Griffins with 13 points. The Bonn Dragons with 20 points. And they are doing their halftime warm-ups, and then they're going to start the third quarter. And yeah, catching up on the U12 girls Griffins though, and that match versus BIS. They took quite a heavy loss on that one, Bonn had a very strong team. You can see that their defensive and the offensive effort was amazing, and I'm not saying that it wasn't good enough from the Antwerp Griffins, but both tried really hard, but the Antwerp Griffins weren't able to connect very much, and they scored a total of 13 points out of both games. 8 points in the first one, while the Bonn Dragons scored about 33, and then in the second game, the Bonn Dragons scored 35, while the Antwerp scored Uh, well, we don't exactly know how much. I don't know. But they scored over 35 points, and then the Antwerp Griffins were only able to make 5 points. So sadly, both games were lost by the E12 girls teams. So today, the Antwerp Griffins lost both of their games, and happily for the Bonn Dragons, they were able to win two. They're able to win both of the 12 games that they played today. There is about 3 to 4 minutes left in the halftime warm-ups, and then we'll be back to you in the third quarter. And welcome back to the Griffin Coliseum, and we will now be starting the third quarter of the U14 girls game, BIS versus the Antwerp versus AIS. Okay, inbounds for the Antwerp Griffins, they lost it, but they're able to keep the possession alive. We have a little bit of a tumble from number 27. And if you're just joining us, we are currently 10 seconds or so into the third quarter of the U14 girls match, BIS versus AIS. And we just got 2 steals. The coach is angry that there wasn't no half-court violation called. 3 shots were off in that same possession by the Bonn Dragons, and then Griffins were able to get the rebound, and they've brought it up, shoot, and it's out. So now the Antwerp Griffins have the ball. They try to give a pass, but the Bonn Dragons are able to play some tight defense and get a nice steal off that. Some sort of risky pass. And off that fast break, they're able to make a layup, getting past 2 defenders in 1 step. And now we have a drive by the Antwerp Griffins. Almost lost the ball, but able to keep this possession alive. Drive, layup, it's just off. But it's rebounded, and they have a chance at some second chance points, and that's off too. Another chance, it's way off. But now the BIS Dragons are able to rebound it, and they are moving up the court, and the floater's off. But they get the rebound, and it's out of bounds, last touch by the BIS Dragons. Inbound for the Antwerp Griffins, and they're bringing it up the court, trying to get a position, and the pass is made. Steal off, they get the ball back. Shot is off, a little too high on that one. Pass, great ball movement by the Antwerp Griffins. However, they are not able to pick up the points from that nice shot, from that spin around shot. Catching up on the U14 boys game, the Antwerp Griffins have made a comeback, 6 points, and now they just scored another layup. And currently the BIS Dragons from the U14 girls just scored a nice shot in the round in the middle of the key. And so the score for the U14 boys is 21 for the Griffins, 20 for the BIS Dragons, and then for the U14 girls, it is 18 points for the BIS Dragons and 14 points for the Antwerp Griffins. However, there was a foul, and now the Antwerp Griffins are inbounding it. Try to get a pass, it's tipped, and they keep the possession alive. Another tip. Very great defense by the BIS Dragons. They force a shot, and it is just off. Give a long pass. Are able. Takes a shot. Bounces off the rim and out. Bounces around the rim and out. Foul on number 6 from the BIS Dragons. Inbound for Antwerp Griffins. BIS Dragons, who were able to get a steal. The layup is in. Antwerp Griffins have got to start focusing. They've just let down their defense so much here. And the BIS Dragons, with the great offensive effort, and are able to pick up many points, about 6 points in this quarter. And we're just under halfway through this quarter. For the Antwerp Griffins, it's tipped, and now they will retain possession and have an inbound at the baseline. We have Vintu from the Antwerp Griffins dribbling it up, and it's a steal, and the layup is good off of the fast break steal from the BIS Dragons. And now the Antwerp Griffins get off a shot, and they can't make it. Another shot, it's not good. Layup off the rebound, and it's out. And now we have the BIS Dragons bringing it up the court. Looks like they can get a fast break, and it's blocked once again by the Antwerp Griffins. Fast break here, it's a one-on-one. The layup is good. The Antwerp Griffins have 16 points and have made their first basket of the third quarter. I believe the ball hit one of the players' noses, and that's a travel. She did not release the ball when she jumped. Inbound for the Antwerp Griffins. And we have number 34 for the Antwerp Griffins, bringing it up the court. Looking around, passes, and the shot's just off to the right. Try to bank it in, but it's off the right outside of the rim and out. 7 going driving, and it's not good. Off the side of the backboard. Number 1 with the rebound. Number 1 with the offensive effort. Rosie from the Antwerp Griffins, I believe. I'm not sure. And it's a foul on number 12. That is the third team foul for the BIS Dragons in the third quarter. Substitution for the Antwerp Griffins. Number 27 is going off, and 31's coming on. And BIS is being quite aggressive. They have 3 team fouls in this quarter, while it's a different story with the Antwerp Griffins, as they have 0. Pass, that's off the legs. Great defense. It hits their foot, saves the backcourt violation, but BIS is able to get the steal. Goes for the layup, and it's off. Rebounds. Great offensive effort by the BIS Dragons. However, the Antwerp Griffins are able to get the ball, and they bring it up the court, but that shot's off a little bit too much to the right. unable to hit the rim. It's tipped and it's a steal. However, it is also out of bounds, and the BIS Dragons are able to retain possession. And the Antwerp Griffins go for the layup, but it's off. Throw in for the BIS Dragons. We have the BIS Dragons bringing it up the court. Trying to go for the block, and the layup is off the back of the rim now. And the Antwerp Griffins are able to get a fast break, bringing it up. Just a layup, foul, 2 shots for number 31 of the Antwerp Griffins. If you're just joining us once again, we have about 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Timeout for the Bonn Dragons. I believe that the coach could see that her players were getting a little sloppy, so she wanted to give them some time to refresh with some water and talk over the plays and the defensive and offensive efforts. Catching up on the U14 Griffin game for the boys against the BIS Dragons. I believe that there is a 2-point lead for the Antwerp Griffins, 24-22. Two shots for the Antwerp Griffins coming off of this timeout. First one, off the front right rim and out. Taking their time, getting ready to shoots, and the second one is good. Nothing but net. Perfect switch on that second free throw. Steal by the Antwerp Griffins, however, it does not count because there was a minor violation in the rules. So now we have number 12 of the BIS Dragons bringing the ball up the court for them. Trying to look for a pass, but can't get one. Tight defense and pressure. However, they can get the rebound and can get the second chance points off of the layup. Nice. Actually, it was a jump shot. Nice. So nice jump shot by the BIS Dragons. And it's another steal by the BIS Dragons. So many turnovers by the Antwerp Griffins. And the layup is good off of the fast break steal and the turnover by Antwerp. So now the Antwerp Griffins are bringing it up. They're on a pretty big cold streak here. Only making about one free throw and about one of their last 5 field goals. Passes tipped. We have 20 seconds left in the third quarter, and the ball goes to the BIS Dragons, inbound for them. And the shot for the BIS Dragons is in. Eight seconds left in this quarter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that concludes the third quarter. Thank you for staying with us all the way through the third quarter, and from behind. Now it is time. Now they're going to have a small talk, be able to drink up and do whatever they need to do, have a break, and then they will be able to play in the fourth quarter of this game. Now this game started out quite competitive, but I see that the effort, like both the defensive and offensive effort from the BIS Dragons has increased by a lot, and the Antwerp Griffins aren't able to keep up with it. Catching up on the U14 boys game, there's about a minute 20 seconds left in the third quarter. 28-24 is the score. Antwerp Griffins have a 4-point lead. Now the BIS Dragons will be coming on the court for the fourth and final quarter of this game. Now the Antwerp Griffins will be coming on. Inbounds for the BIS Dragons. They can get the pass. The ball moving it around. And it leads to a high percentage shot next to the rim, but it's not going to go for them, and neither will the second chance points. Shot is off the side of the backboard. Bounce him out. And they're trying to reorganize their defense over here, offense, so that they can potentially try to make a basket. Steal by the Antwerp Griffins. Now they're bringing it up the court, and it's tipped. And the Antwerp Griffins are able to retain possession after the out of bounds hit from the BIS Dragons. We have number 34 from the Antwerp Griffins, and it's a jump ball. Ball for the Antwerp Griffins of Ekeren and AIS. Nice little pump fake by Sophie there. Well, someone from the Antwerp Griffins. And they try to throw back in, but they cannot. And the Antwerp Griffins will once again retain possession and a chance for some more second chance points. Ball rolling out of bounds. Once again, ball for the Antwerp Griffins. The BIS has either got to get some good extra defensive effort, or the Antwerp Griffins have to get it. And now BIS is bringing it up. They are just under the basket, and they're able to pass it back out, trying to reorganize their defense. Smart plays that they have been doing throughout this game. Now when you look at it, the field goal percentage of the Antwerp Griffins is a lot better. However, that's because the defensive effort is not allowing them to get any shots. So if the Antwerp Griffins can improve their defense a little bit, then maybe there won't be as many high percentage shots for the BIS Dragons. And it's a double dribble from number 34 of the Antwerp Griffins. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left, and there's an 11-point lead for the BIS Dragons. Dragons are bringing it up the court, and they're moving the ball around, trying to get inside so that they can get some of those more of those high percentage looks. And it drives around. I do not understand how that was not a travel, but it looks like there was a layup made by the BIS Dragons. Griffins are bringing the ball up to the court. It's a foul on number 7. 2 shots for the Antwerp Griffins, and specifically number 30. 5.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. A chance for the Antwerp Griffins to make a comeback against the BIS Dragons. First free throw is off the front rim. Gets another bounce, but cannot go for her. Second one's perfect. And now the BIS Dragons only have a 12-point lead, and are bringing the ball up the court, moving it around. Foul on number 25 from the Antwerp Griffins. Timeout from the Antwerp Griffins. And you could see definitely for a while his team was being a little slow and wasn't really putting up the effort that they had before. So chance to talk it over and get hydrated with some water or whatever drink they may have. And now we have the U14 Griffins, the U14 girls from the Antwerp Griffins team is coming on the court to finish the last 5 minutes and 20 seconds of the final quarter of the fourth and final quarter of this match. And now the BIS Dragons will bring it up. The layup is a little too hard, but they're able to force a jump ball, I believe. And inbounds for the BIS Dragons. Not going to go for them. And another jump ball. This one goes to the Antwerp Griffins because the previous one was for BIS. They're dribbling the ball up the court, and they're driving in. It's a steal by the BIS Dragons, coming off a sloppy dribble. That's another 2 points coming off a bucket inside of the paint for the BIS Dragons. This is some really sloppy defense, but also some great offense coming from both teams. So for the Antwerp Griffins, it's some very sloppy defense. And I think their coach is trying to give them some support, try to help them out. But the offensive effort of the BIS Dragons is also amazing. It's really high level. And now it is out of bounds. It is there's a substitution for the Antwerp Griffins. Number 34 goes off and 27 comes on. And now Antwerp Griffins, it's a steal by the BIS Dragons. They're coming up, dribbling back out, once again reorganizing their defense, which is not a bad move. Really helps them out on the offensive side of things. Steal by the Antwerp Griffins. Now they're dribbling the ball up the court, trying to get the ball inside the paint, and they can. Antwerp Griffins going for a three-pointer. Another substitution by the Antwerp Griffins. And number 31 goes off for number 30. Dragons are bringing the ball up the court. And it's tipped by number 31. Great defense. Foul on number 31 from the Antwerp Griffins. So it will be an inbounds for the BIS Dragons. Another foul on number 31. That's 2 straight fouls in a row. And it looks like there's going to be another. So they have 3 fouls now. The Antwerp Griffins have 3 fouls in the fourth quarter, fourth and final quarter. And the BIS Dragons have about 1. So it was a travel called ball for the Antwerp Griffins. And now we have the Antwerp Griffins bringing the ball up. 2:45 minutes left. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth and final quarter. And the BIS Dragons have a 14-point lead. Thoughts? Will the Antwerp Griffins be able to make a comeback, or do you think that the BIS Dragons will just continue to extend their lead? And they're playing some great offense here, trying to move the ball around, get it inside. And they've been doing a great job of that the whole game. Foul on number 25. That is the 4th team foul for the Antwerp Griffins. Substitutions, also for Antwerp Griffins. Number 1 comes off for 25, and number 21 goes off for number 23. And now drive in, and it's blocked once again. Second chance points, it's a foul. Foul on number 23, I believe, or 27. And that will be 2 shots because the Antwerp Griffins have 5 fouls. So that's 2 shots for the BIS Dragons. And here we go. First shot, it's off. Should try to bank it in, but it was a little too long, or too short for the bank, and then it hit the backboard and back of the rim and out. And now it is the ball for the Antwerp Griffins. Throw in. Okay, 2 minutes left in the fourth and final quarter. 14-point lead for the BIS Dragons. This one's coming to a close, so. And really, after the first half of the game, I could really see. I think the fans of the Griffins could really see their defense slipping a lot, and that led to the BIS Dragons able to make up this big lead. So, looks like this one's in the books. That's another foul on the Antwerp Griffins. Substitution for BIS. Number 5 goes off for number 31. And a minute and 30 seconds left. Number 6 is moving out, give a pass. Tight defense. And it's blocked. Great defensive effort by number 27 from the Antwerp Griffins. They kept it up this whole game. Could have been alright. Foul number 31, I believe. I'm not sure. But the Antwerp Griffins already have 5 team fouls, so that will send the BIS Dragons to the free throw line to pick up some points. First one's not going to go for them, however. And it doesn't work. Now the second one isn't going off for it either, and the pass is off. Well, there's a minute left in this quarter. It's coming to a close, and it looks like the BIS Dragons have won this game. So, yeah. That's not over yet, so we could see something exciting. Now, really, the fans, yeah, they knew the game was over, and they're kind of waiting for something exciting to happen, but it never really came. So it looks like the AIS Dragons have pulled out with a win on this one, but maybe the Antwerp Griffins can make it so it's not such a big lead. Hopefully, yeah, I don't know. They're not too much hassle. So, Antwerp's got a throw in. It's their ball. And there we throw it in. Foul on number 4. Inbound on the baseline for the Antwerp Griffins. Off the back rim and out. Nice try for the baseline jumper. And it's a steal. Oh, no, not anymore. Okay, ball's out of bounds. Last touch by the BIS Dragons. So Antwerp's going to bring it up. 17 seconds left on the clock. And it looks like they're just going to wind the clock down, dribble it out to accept their defeat. They go for the three-pointer. It's off the bottom of the rim. And the Antwerp Griffins proudly accept the defeats, and the BIS Dragons proudly accept their victory. Congratulations.